I will wait for like 2 people to get on or something like that. I have a doctor's appointment at 1:30 and it's like 1:26, so I only have a couple of minutes to jump on and talk really quick. But I just came from washing somebody's hair, and I know a lot of people have questions about that. I've gotten a lot of questions about that, like, what do you do? Is that like super weird? Hey, Chels. I didn't really know what to call this video other than what I did call it, like individual, because it's not like a wide and wash or anything, but I just went to wash somebody's hair. So I want to show you what I brought with me, and then I will quickly tell you how I did it. So let's go over here to my, like, I'm still seatbelted in. Okay, let's undo that. Okay, Jesus. Okay, here we go. So I have this little Monat bag that we got from conference that just is just what I had, so whatever. She gave me this, so that's just that. Okay, so I have a little towel. I bring these to my wine and washes. They're just hand towels, but I give them to them just so they can like do this, like that or whatever in the sink as if they're like bent over, just so they can like wash that. And then I bring a towel just so, that's like a normal bath towel. I got them both at Walmart. They're blue for Monat colors. And then inside here, I seriously just brought, like, I didn't know if she was going to style her hair, so I brought our hairspray in case she wanted to use that. She didn't. She just air dried it, so she didn't do anything. But I seriously brought, oh, I did bring dry shampoo. I brought, like, the mask. Like, I seriously just brought what I needed. I knew she didn't want IRT. She said she definitely didn't want volume, but I brought volume instead, or just in case, so, because I was driving like 40 miles, so I didn't want to, like, there was no going back to get it. So I brought the volume system and balance, and I figured out what she wanted beforehand. If I was going to a party, I would just bring everything. Balance, IRT, volume mostly is what, I guess, magnify, I guess. I bring everything for parties, but for this, she told me what she wanted, so I was just like, okay, this is what I need. Yeah, Chelsea's like, to block water from their face, because we're not all professionals. This girl was like dripping, and I was like, I'm sorry. So, okay, so that's what I bring. So a lot of people are like, okay, how do you do this? So here's what we did. I rang the doorbell. Never have met this girl in my life, so I didn't know her. Walked in, and I was like, hey, like, you're expecting me. She knew who I was. And then I was just like, where's your kitchen? We'll wash your hair in the sink. And we went into the kitchen. I set my stuff down, got my stuff out, just kind of talked a little bit. And then I was like, okay, cool. So we'll wash your hair in the sink. If you want to air dry it, you can. If you want to blow dry it, you can. Either way, you're going to see how fast our stuff dries. And I just point things out as I'm going. So I'm going to see if I can like prop up my phone without dropping it. Okay, my steering wheel's kind of crooked, so that's about as good as we are. So I'm like, all right, let's go. I put her hair in the sink, or flip her head in the sink, and then as I'm washing, I'm talking to her. I have like 1 minute before my doctor's appointment starts. Chelsea, if you're still on here, I'm going to Compton. It's my last one. Okay, so like as I'm washing, their sink is in the head. Their head is in the sink. They can open their eyes if the water crap's not in their eyes, you know? And so I was like, look at this, like, isn't that so cool how our stuff opens? Like, I showed them that type of stuff, and then I put it in my hand. I was like, look how much I'm using. Then I do it once, and then I'm like, okay, so we wash our hair twice. And I explain all of this stuff as we're doing it. And then I grab the mask and afterwards, and I'm like, okay, you would not do this every time. This would just be a couple of times. I show it to her, let her smell it. Oh my God, it smells so good. And then I like scoop some out. I did this with my mom the other day too. I like just scoop some out and I put it back in just to show her how much. So I scoop some out and then I show her, okay, I'm using this much. So I show her and talk to her as I'm doing it. And that's where the selling, I guess, if you want to talk about, if you want to call it that, is where it is. And I did not get her to sign up as I didn't leave with a sign up, and I was also in a rush because I did have a doctor's appointment that starts right now. He's always late, so I'm not even like too concerned, and I'm literally right in front of it. So I just like talked to her as I was doing it. Afterwards, we're talking and she's drying her hair. She used the leave-in, so I like showed her how much I do. I showed her what I do, and then I like, she brushed it and she was like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to do that stuff for them. If I was a stylist, I probably would, but I don't want to do that stuff for them because I want them to see that like, oh, I can put my hands through my hair. Like, you guys look at this. I hairsprayed my hair. All these curls, well, they're mostly whatever. All these curls, like I can put my hands through my hair. It's not like super, like hard and sticky. You know, our products don't leave you like that. So I just like that people can do that. She was brushing her hair and she's like, oh my gosh, it's brushing, and like usually it's so tangly. So things like that. And then she was just talking to me and I go, hey, move your hair like this real quick, like just like that. And I go, do you normally have a wet stain right there? Not stain, but like a huge wet spot right there whenever you're washing your hair normally and you just air dry? And she's like, yeah, and it's not there. And she goes, and look. And she did this and like one drop came out. And she goes, where's all the water? So things like that, I just want them to pay attention to things. I point out things like that so they notice and see the benefit. And I'm like, okay, pay attention to how it's drying. She didn't want to blow dry it. I brought root lifter and stuff in case she wanted to. I didn't bring the blow dry cream or blowout cream because it's not available. So I'm going to save that for when it comes back and it's available. I didn't want to bring that and then be like, can't get it. You know what I mean? So yeah, like if I had the smoothing shampoo, I would have brought that. Anyway, now I'm 2 minutes late for my doctor's appointment, but I know a lot of people are super intimidated about that. Like seriously, just go to their house, wash their hair in the sink, let them do, you can wash their hair or they can, let them do the most of it. Let them brush it. Let them blow dry it if they want to blow dry it. Like I probably would just air dry it if I was a potential, because I normally air dried my hair. Let them do what they do. If they're gonna style it, let them curl it. You don't have to do it for them. You don't have to be a professional. You don't have to be a stylist to do this business. Let them do it because they're gonna be doing it later. And you know, when you leave a stylist, this is like nothing to bash stylists whatsoever. I'm just saying, you know, when you leave a stylist, you're like, oh my God, they did my hair so amazing. I'll never be able to do that. I don't want people leaving with that. So I want people to know, like, I did nothing special. It's all the shampoo. It is not me, because clearly I don't know what I'm doing. So that's that. I just washed it in the sink. Morgan, oh, she's on here. Hey, Morgan. Morgan doesn't have a, like, spray hose thing on her sink, which we actually went and bought one, but we didn't, because her shower had, like, her nozzle came out and, like, could be a shower spray thing, you know? So we just washed it in the bathtub. Do whatever works for you. Like, that's like the biggest thing. Just do what works, figure out what system's perfect for them, wash their hair, and then show them the benefits. Let them see them for themselves. Like, oh, you don't have a wet stain on your shirt. Oh, your hair dried in 5 minutes. It usually takes you 20. Like that type of stuff. So, don't overcomplicate it. Just do it. I'm not the best with closing because I'm more like, I want to follow up with her later instead of like doing it right there, unless she was like, I need this right now. I'd rather like later be like, how's your hair? Is it super soft? How did it dry? Like, and then it gives me something to follow up with. So that's that. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit. And I've got to go, or else I would tell you more. I know someone asked me at one point to videotape a wind and wash. Right, Greta? Like, it just does not drip like that. It just doesn't. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go because I'm officially now late for my doctor's appointment. All right, bye guys.